part of what I'm doing, as I've realised in the last 3 years, is redefining what masculine and feminine is. You know, we have to be imaginative, we have to be guerrilla filmmakers, guerrilla novelists and writers and poets, and think of different ways of changing things. You have to be someone else when you're filming, and the person I am when I'm filming is a person with no ego. The reason why women go into documentary is because it's much less money, much lower status, and it's a bit like when women go, I love staying at home with the kids, and they say, you know, we should make it so that more men can stay at home with the kids. And I always have this feeling, if more men wanted to stay home with the kids, they would have done the laws ages ago. A lot of us have this terrible fear of failure, and it's not a rational thing, because I feel a failure in my life most of the time anyway about other things. So I'm not somebody who's a stranger to failure, but it is this fear of failing at this. And it's very deep, so I always write myself, and it's a failure it's such a fear of failure that's so strong. I feel if I fail in this, I'm not going to survive it. Somehow I won't survive the fear. And what pushes me to make films is when I come across a story and I think, I really want to do this, even if I mess it up, even if it's a disaster, I want to make this film. And the strongest example of that was a film I did 2 films back called Salma. And it was about a woman who had been locked up as a child at 12 and never allowed back to school, and never left the house except to get married, and then became an activist and a poet. Another thing like child abuse that none of us talk about and nobody makes films about, women all over the world, I think 20, 30 countries, that when they reach puberty they get shut inside the house. And if it was a political person, we call it house arrest, like Jafar Panahi or Nelson Mandela. I'm so fed up with, in every country it seems to me, we don't talk about rape. It's just so stupid. So no, I don't feel a responsibility. I feel really a joy that these things come out, you know. The responsibility I feel, which is mainly at the beginning, which is horrible to say to you really in the context of an ethical question, I feel really terrified that I've got all this money and it might not work, and I'm going to have to go back to Channel 4 or whoever it is and say, I've really messed up, there's no film. I don't want to have to say it's going to be a good film, because then I really wouldn't have the courage to make it. Because I can't say that, nobody knows that. I think in a way it's maybe more the terror, but the actual joy of making documentaries, the passion of it, is that you don't know.